On Monday of this week, Governor Baker began phase 1 of the reopening of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Included in this phase are all the houses of worship. Late Monday night, we were given a very detailed and strict set of criteria that must be in place before we can open and resume the celebration of Mass together. And we must show evidence that all of these things are in place before we receive permission from the bishop to reopen. While plans have been underway for a while, it has become very clear that it will take a great amount of time to have everything in place and to have all the volunteers and staff trained in the proper procedures, as well as the process of disinfecting the church and the pews between every Mass. Well, Bishop Ozansky has said that we could open this weekend as long as all the procedures are in place. It is very clear that we, among many parishes in the diocese, will not be able to open. Perhaps some parishes with a fewer Masses can do it, but we simply need more time. After consulting with the Parish Pastoral Council and the members of the St. Martha's Guild last evening, it was decided that we will resume the celebration of Mass here at Sacred Heart on Sunday, May 31st at 10 a.m. with the celebration of the Solemnity of Pentecost, the birthday of our church. Because of the way our particular church is laid out, we at least need to have one trial run, because communion and departing the church will have to be done on a row-by-row basis. We will gradually begin to increase the Lord's Day Masses, and we hope to follow our regular Mass schedule as soon as possible. Regulations from the Commonwealth state that we are limited to 40% capacity. I will be having a meeting tomorrow with a representative from the Diocesan Building Commission to find out what the capacity of our church is. Unfortunately, if we reach capacity, we will not be able to let anyone else enter the church. So, we will be requiring those who wish to attend Mass to go to our parish website at sacredheartfeedinghills.org and fill out a form for a ticket, which will grant you entrance into church for Mass. Once the capacity has been reached, the system will not issue any more tickets. I realize that there are many people who do not have access to computers or printers, and for this I apologize. You have the option of having a family member help you to print out a ticket, or you may call the parish office during office hours, and Lisa, our secretary, will print one out for you if it is available. We will also continue to be broadcasting Mass from our church for the foreseeable future. There will be some changes to our worship, and these restrictions come from the diocese. There will be no sign of peace. Communion will not be distributed from the chalice. Communion in the hand only. Holy water fonts to remain empty. Social distancing, 6 feet minimum, to be abided by at all times. All members of the congregation need to wear masks, and they must put them on before entering the church, with a few exceptions. Children under the age of 2 should not wear masks. Parents should judge for children between the ages of 2 and 5 whether they should wear a mask. All people who claim an exemption because of health can forego wearing a mask. They do not have to provide documentation. The priest and others with him in the sanctuary do not need to wear masks as long as strict social distancing is maintained. They do have to wear masks, however, when assisting with the distribution of Holy Communion. Please bring your own hand sanitizer at all if possible. Additionally, the restroom will be available for emergencies only. The sacristy, sanctuary, children's room, and confessional will be strictly off limits. And for now, the chapel must remain closed. As we get closer to reopening, we will continue to give you updates on all the things to expect. We will most certainly, and I emphasize, we most certainly will need volunteers in helping to collect the tickets at the front entrance of the church only. That will be the only door open to get into the building. We will also require help in disinfecting the church after every Mass. Again, this is a big church and there are a lot of pews, and it's going to take a while to disinfect the pews before the next Mass. And there will be other requirements as well. It will take many of us. It will take many of us if we are to open as we were before, so it really depends upon you. Please contact Lisa in our parish office if you have any questions or are willing to volunteer in any capacity. In the meantime, let us continue to pray for one another, and let us all pray for the patience that the coming weeks are going to require all of us to have. Please know that we are trying our very best to get up and running so that we can all gather around the table of the Lord once again. Thank you very much, and God bless you.